So, no, I wouldn't say I have a passion for HR.
Welcome back to Human Resources for the People. It's a human capital revolution. So, this one is an interesting one out of Michigan. And if your employer doesn't know about your disability, there is no requirement for ADA. And the article is from Fiona Ohm. She's from the law firm Shaw and Rosenthal. And, it's really important. We've done a lot of videos on Fiona Ohm's work. So go check it out in the link down below. The background of the case is that Harlika, uh, who worked for General Motors, was an employee who was unhappy where she worked. She had a bunch of attendance issues and was counseled, disciplined, and warned of termination. In the final meeting, when she's being terminated, she all of a sudden mentions that she has severe depression due to her work environment, which causes her termination. Uh, in the meantime, while the employee was, I suppose, suspended, and it doesn't quite say here, but while the employee was suspended, the employee uh, said, "Well, was diagnosed with persistent depressive disorder and a brain tumor." And so she had a legitimate disability. I don't know that it would have been effective for mitigating or attendance issues, but it was a disability. She sued her employer for disability discrimination and failure to accommodate under the ADA. But the employer had no notice of disability. They didn't know that she was disabled until after she was terminated. And she didn't seek help during. She only sought help while she was on suspension for termination. It's not required. A medical diagnosis is not really required for an ADA claim, but you have to at least know you're disabled, right? And that's the important thing here. She does, tell her supervisor that she's not feeling well, that she's, has a mental thing, but that wasn't enough for the Sixth Circuit Court. In addition, talking about it during the termination notice isn't enough time. Finally, she never asked for an accommodation. Her only ask was her only sort of signal flare that she wanted to be accommodated from her perspective was that she was wanting to be transferred to another department, but she never actually connected the department to her depression or anything like that because at the time she was undiagnosed. Even then, a transfer is, not sufficient. Uh, it's the untimeliness of this is the most important thing, and that's where the employee unfortunately got in trouble. That provides a good lesson for future employees. What do you think about today's video? Please comment down below, like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.